You know, I began this race with a sense of calling. I felt led into the arena to fight for the future of this country. And I feel no different today than I did then, knowing a calling never guarantees a particular outcome, but the journey that tests one's faith and one's character. So now the journey leads me back to Texas, neither discouraged nor disenchanted, but instead rewarded highly by the experience and resolute to remain in the arena and in the service of my country. Our country needs bold leadership and real transformation. Our country deserves that. We must rise to the occasion and elect a conservative champion to put our nation back on the right track. And this I know, I'm not done fighting for the cause of conservatism. As a matter of fact, I have just begun to fight. God bless you. God bless this great country of America. Thank you for coming out and being with us today. Thank you, brother.
All right, Governor Perry saying that he is going to continue to fight. He said his fight has just begun, but his race to the White House has ended officially. Perry saying that he is dropping out of the presidential race, now making it official. He will endorse Newt Gingrich. Political reporter Josh Hinkle here. You listened to Governor Perry talking about his endorsement. Come at any surprise?
Well, no, and this is really all just about the conservative vote, and it couldn't have come at a more crucial time for that conservative vote. You know, he's gotten calls even from Newt Gingrich, the man that he is the man that he has chosen to endorse, to drop out in recent days. Conservative voters have been divided among Gingrich, Rick Santorum, and Perry lately. Gingrich is gaining steam in new polls against frontrunner Mitt Romney as we head into Saturday's South Carolina primary. Romney is seen as a moderate, so getting the conservative voters around one candidate is very, very important for that group. This could very well help push Newt Gingrich to a win. One thing's for sure, though, tonight's debate in South Carolina will be very different. With just 4 candidates left in the GOP race, that stage is starting to seem a lot less crowded.
And now we're down to 4, and then there were 4. Ron Paul, Congressman Ron Paul from Texas here. What does this now mean for him now that Perry is officially out of the race?
Well, you know, with Perry's conservative votes, probably going to go to Newt Gingrich now, if not to Rick Santorum. That's more votes for another candidate that's not Ron Paul. So they're definitely going to have to play catch up, and I guess we'll see how things shake out tonight at the debate and then this Saturday at the primary.
Okay, Josh, you'll wrap everything up for us on KXAN News at noon, and KXAN.com is the place to go also for more complete coverage on this breaking news. Governor Rick Perry saying that he is out of the presidential race, returning home to Texas, says that he's not discouraged, but he's not used to this feeling, Josh, of not winning a race. He's run every race here in Texas.
Right, but, you know, technically he's not winning.
Right.
He's just not going to go forward.
Right. Okay. All right, Josh Hinkle, thank you so much for that. And we will have more for you on KXAN.com as well. Hi, everyone. You saw just a few minutes ago Governor Rick Perry making it official. He is dropping out of the presidential race. Just some 5 months ago, he made the announcement that he was going to join the race, and he surged to the top of the polls. Political reporter Josh Hinkle has been following the race ever since. Any surprise about the announcement?
No, and you know, in fact, he made the announcement in the exact same city that he made his announcement that he's running.
That's right.
So it looks like he's going to be endorsing Newt Gingrich in this, and this is all about the conservative vote, because right now the conservative voters are kind of spread out between Newt Gingrich, Rick Santorum, and Rick Perry. Now that Rick Perry's dropping out, that means that the votes are going to go over to another candidate. As we get more conservative votes around one candidate, that means they have a stronger chance of beating Mitt Romney, who's really seen as a moderate in this race. And, you know, of course, the conservative voters, conservative America, they don't want to see Romney get the GOP nomination. So it'll be interesting to see what effect Rick Perry dropping out will have on what happens with the rest of the race in South Carolina, because you know that primary is this Saturday.
And the debate is tonight on CNN. So what does this mean for the one Texan left in the race, Congressman Ron Paul?
Well, Ron Paul, you know, he is still out there, and he's done really well in Iowa and New Hampshire before, but right now it seems like everyone is still talking about Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich in this race. So any conservative votes that Rick Perry is going to be able to give to Newt Gingrich is only going to help that candidate's cause, not really Ron Paul. So, you know, Ron Paul's campaign might have to play a little bit of catch-up, but it really depends on how he does in tonight's debate, and he has done rather well in the previous debates.
All right, Josh, we know you'll be watching that debate, and you can watch the coverage of the KXAN.com of Rick Perry's announcement that he is getting out of the race.